They sent you a medium, huh?
I've had a medium since high school, man. It's been tough finding clothes.
Miles, you talk about, I'm sorry, were you done, Scott?
No, go ahead.
I was just going to ask you about making your sixth Pro Bowl run.
Yeah, it's special. I'm grateful for every single one. Hopefully, I can keep my toes safe and come out healthy. But I'm always excited to go out there and see some of the very best. Know some of those guys pretty well, and being around greatness, and that's rare. So I just try to take what I can from the experience, and like I said, not take it for granted.
I was going to say, after the toe injury, do you think he might sit out some of the festivities or watch from the sideline?
Uh, yeah, I think I might play it safe and do some things a little bit less strenuous.
I know we've talked about the SAC title before, but now that it's one game away and you're tied with Trey, how cool would it be to you? How important is it to you to get that first SAC title?
Uh, I mean, I'd rather upset them and mess up their playoff hopes. And if the SAC title comes along with that, great. I'm definitely gonna do what I can to be disruptive and take 8 out the game as much as possible. So, you know, if that comes along with it, outstanding. But at the end of the day, I want to win.
How difficult is it to take? I mean, is it possible to even take 8 out of the game completely?
Out completely? Hell no. And the man's amazing. A couple years back, you would say, try to keep him in the pocket. I think even beginning of the season, we were like, just try to keep him in the pocket, make him throw it as much as possible. And now you're like, shit, we don't know what to do. He's been steadily growing, year after year. He lost that baby weight. Now he's back to being lean and fast as hell. So now, whether he breaks the pocket or he stays in the pockets, you're gonna have a rough day because
Miles,
he can do everything.
Miles, we were talking to Kevin earlier, and he was campaigning for you to again be the defensive player of the year. Do you think you're having a better year than you even did last year?
I think with the yes, to say it, no, bluntly, but I feel like I face much more difficult odds this year, and officers doing quite a lot to try to take me out the game and made it blatantly obvious. But I feel like the guys around me have really helped me thrive as much as I have at this point, and just got to continue to add on to what I've done with this last game. But I can't have done it without all the guys with me, the other 10.
Did you feel a true increase in what teams were doing to you, and was it maybe unique from other years, or just?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a mix and match. Some teams will do it, some teams won't. But I feel like a lot of the people are starting to share the same blueprint on doubling, chipping, sliding, tripling, all that stuff. There's so many different ways in which they're trying to keep me out of my rhythm, keep me off balance, make sure that I don't have many opportunities to make plays.
Why do you think you were able to play better at this point?
Because I got better, and I'll continue to until I'm finished.
How can you specify how you did get better?
Uh,
What ways?
can I specify? Man, it was another year of seeing it, and I'm breaking it down with my teammates and Jock and Schwartz, finding a way. But you start seeing it. We start to go back to that film from last year and the year before that on how they're trying to treat me, and start to game plan against it, just like the game plan against myself.
Miles, I remember heading into not this season but last season, you didn't think that you necessarily had compiled the whole Hall of Fame resume that you were going to need. But these past 2 years, it just seems like you've taken everything up a notch. You've reached all these milestones, come up with a player of the year. Do you feel like you have put together now a Hall of Fame resume?
I don't think about that in the slightest. Like I have continued to say, I want to win, and a lot of the guys who I look up to who are in the Hall of Fame have won at a very high level. have gone to the mountaintop, either been there multiple times or I've won a chip. And I got to continue to work myself into that conversation by finding a way to succeed, getting wins, and we have to continue to work on that for next year.
Do you anticipate having the discussion, the postseason discussion, like on getaway day on Sunday with AB and Jimmy and all the people that you need to talk to about?
I mean, I'm gonna do it with them whatever day they choose to do it. I'm not gonna do anything different from the group. I have a set time and slot, and I'll abide by that.
To go back to Lamar and going against him, I think when we looked it up, you have 5.5 sacks. Taking him down in your career, are those like the hardest 5.5 sacks you've had to work for?
Absolutely. It's not even close. I mean, there are definitely some other special cats at the quarterback position who are shifty. Pat himself, he has great contact balance. But, Lamar has that, but he also has speed, he has quickness, he's shifty. So he has that tremendous running ability, and he can also throw the ball pretty much anywhere on the field right now.
So I know you've gotten him with the sacks, but have you ever gotten a clean shot at him? Because it feels like a lot of guys don't. Whether he's scrambling or whatever, he just doesn't take big hits.
I don't know anybody who has got a real clean wallop on him. So I don't know if it'll happen. Yeah, I don't know if it'll happen. So myself included, like you said, but we'll see. Someone has to do it.
Two of the guys you've had the most success against are Kansas sacks are Joe and Lamar, and I know they're division, but you sort of take pride in that these are two guys that they're amongst the best of the best in the game right now. They're both good at being elusive, getting rid of the ball quick, and all that, and yet you're still able to amass the numbers that you've amassed against them.
I mean, getting sacks is difficult against anyone. So, those guys are definitely at the top of that list, with different ways of going about it. But, with Joe feeling, a lot better physically than he has in years, and Lamar being Lamar, those are special. But I got to continue to add to that.
Myles, Ronnie McLeod, his last NFL game coming up this Saturday. What has he meant to this locker room?
I mean, he's been just a foundational leader. He's been here, been as steady as possible, and he's always been right there when we needed him, whether it was on the field, making plays, or just being here, being a steady voice for us, and never being discouraged. He's seen it all, he's been a part of it all, and grateful to be around someone who's been a part of success, understands what it takes, and giving that time to influence the younger guys and continue to chase after their hopes and dreams.
Myles, one more. When Kevin was making his case for you to win DPOY, he said he can't see how anyone would think you aren't the best defensive player in the league. Do you think you're the best defensive player in the league right now?
Yes.
Why?
Why? Go check the tape. That's why.